This also exposes the total fallacy of the idea that, you just need to vote for one more Democrat next year. Let's just get one more Democrat. We've heard this, right? We've been hearing this. Let's just get one more. Then we'll get the House majority. But how does it help electing one more Democrat, when no matter how many Democrats there are, there's always some Democrats who are going to take the wrong votes? It completely exposes the Democratic Party. And all of this brings us back to the idea that Mamdani, AOC, Sanders, the Democratic Socialists of America leadership, all of them are putting forward, which is that the Democratic Party can be reformed, that we should be fighting for the soul of the Democratic Party, as Mamdani has said. What do these People's Democrats do? Let's look at that. Mamdani's election night speech as a People's Democrat was to lower expectations of the working class, who are excited that maybe we will now finally we will win something like freezing rent, free buses, and universal childcare. What did he say in his speech? He said, a great New Yorker once said that while you campaign in poetry, you govern in prose. You know what that means? That's code for let's tone down our expectations. We were activists when we were running the campaign. Now we have to govern. And governing means selling out. When I was first elected in 2013 to the Seattle City Council, many Democratic Party operatives, some of whom have now become well-known politicians, gave me the same advice. Yeah, all that activism, that's great. But now that you're going to City Hall, you need to tone all that down. You need to start governing, get down to the brass tacks. If I had a dime for every time I heard, get down to the brass tacks. And so I think we have to be very clear about what all of this means. The more fundamental question that is associated with the question of, should we go Democratic Party or should we have a new party for the working class, is the question of the strategy needed for the working class to win anything substantial. Can you win anything by avoiding a fight against the capitalist class? And that's where the question of the Democratic Party comes in, because the Democratic Party is controlled by billionaires and multimillionaires. Everybody knows that. Nobody actually denies it. But what they say is that, yes, that may be true, but still we can move our agenda forward because it's too hard to build a new party, and then we can build the People's Democratic Party. But what happens is that when you become part of an organization, a political organization that is controlled by the billionaires, it's the billionaires' agenda that holds sway, not our agenda. There is no avenue for us to win anything substantial for the working class without declaring class war on the bourgeois, on the ruling class. And really, what it should say is not just declare class war, but declare class war back.